Given the number of fine dining options in New York City, it takes something special to stand out. And with 3 Michelin stars and multiple James Beard Awards, including Outstanding Restaurant, Outstanding Chef, and Outstanding Wine Service, Chef Eric Rippert's Le Bernardin is exactly that. Let's take a tour of what is possibly the most exclusive restaurant in the Big Apple. First opened in Paris in 1972, Le Bernardin was the vision of siblings Maguy and Gilbert Lecoze. When it received its first Michelin star in 1976, it was a small restaurant that only served fish. A few years later, in 1980, Le Bernardin earned 2 more Michelin stars. Spurred by this success, 6 years later, it opened up to residents of NYC with a restaurant in the middle of Midtown Manhattan's Theater District, a 5-minute walk from the Museum of Modern Art. Not much changed until 1994, when Gilbert passed, and Maguy Lecoze began working with one of his most talented friends and disciples, Chef Eric Rippert. With his dedication to serving the freshest seafood, Rippert took Le Bernardin to new heights, making it the only restaurant to this day to have consistently earned 4 stars from the New York Times for over 30 years. Keeping with its French heritage, Le Bernardin's cuisine blends modern American, North African, and Asian flavors with classical French techniques. Maguy Lecoze, who grew up in Brittany, France, has successfully managed Le Bernardin since she was in her 20s and became the first woman to have earned the James Beard Award for Outstanding Restaurateur. Chef Rippert, meanwhile, is recognized as one of the most successful chefs in the world. In 1998, he was named the top chef in NYC, and in 2003, the James Beard Foundation honored him with the title of Outstanding Chef in the United States. Together, they've created a New York City institution, and one that deserves the title of the most exclusive restaurant in the city that never sleeps. So, what can guests expect on the menu at Le Bernardin? As you'd imagine, given its strong connection with seafood, Chef Rippert's tasting menu is a pescatarian delight. Scallop, salmon, caviar, lobster, langoustine, fluke, halibut, it has it all. It costs $298 per person, or $468 with a sommelier's wine pairing. The 4-course dinner is divided up into 3 sections: an almost raw first course, a barely touched second course, a lightly cooked main, and an upon request section that includes a filet mignon and pasta with black truffle sauce. It has a fixed price of $198 per person. Pricey, sure, but with dishes like a tuna tartare with sea urchin toast, or a poached lobster with foie gras, mushroom, and truffle cake, you can be sure you're getting what you pay for. A 3-course lunch menu follows a similar theme, but is priced lower at $120 per person. Most food critics hail the salmon as the star ingredient of Le Bernardin. Served with either a Moroccan seasoning, a North Indian blend of spices, or a French pot au feu, it's the perfect display of Chef Rippert's versatility. But that's not to say the vegetarians have been left out. A meat-free tasting menu features asparagus, artichokes, and stuffed zucchini, served with the class you'd expect from a 3 Michelin star restaurant. The black truffle tagliatelle is definitely worth trying. The restaurant offers a vast variety of signature cocktails to pair with your meals. But the selection of wines is where Le Bernardin truly excels. Wine director Aldo Somm and his army of sommeliers have the honor of winning a James Beard Award of their own. In 2009, the restaurant was recognized for its outstanding wine service. Each French wine perfectly complements the seafood menu and is definitely worth the extra $200-odd. The dress code at Le Bernardin is formal, with men required to wear a dinner jacket and women expected to be similarly dressed. In 2012, the restaurant was given a facelift, earning it another, you guessed it, James Beard Award, this time for Best Restaurant Design. The white tablecloth dining is comfortable and spacious, with servers in Nehru-style jackets ferrying around a dozen delectable sauces. On one wall is a massive ocean painting, indicating exactly the type of food you can expect on the plate. Besides that is what Condé Nast describes as a fish scale-like aluminum sculpture. A series of twisted steel beams on the other wall gives the restaurant a fresh and modern feel. The restaurant's revamp was entrusted to architectural firm Bentel & Bentel, which followed three key words: sophisticated, serene, and comfortable. The only thing left mostly untouched from the restaurant's original interiors is the ceiling, which the architects say remains a bridge between Le Bernardin's past and present. With its rich history of fine dining, clean and modern interior design, and of course impeccable selection of food and wine, it isn't hard to imagine why a table at Le Bernardin is so sought after. Apart from conquering the NYC scene, the restaurant has also made it to the global stage, ranking 26th in the top 50 restaurants in the world. Don't just take the critics' word for it though. The next time you find yourself in NYC with a few $100s to spare, make your way down to 155 West 51st Street and try it out for yourself.